Okay, so we're back for a new Australian Collectors Chat. First one of 2017. Holy crap, it's a year gone by. This one's titled The Return of the Collectors. Obviously, the return of myself. And as always, Rob. How you doing, Rob?
Well, thanks, Ryan. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Good to be back.
Absolutely, yes.
Talking collectors. So that'll be good. It's a new year. A lot's happened over the Christmas period. There's been a lot of announcements for lots of things. So
yeah, a lot of pieces have turned up in people's hands, which is nice to see. It's a good Christmas present for people. Good end to 2016 and a nice beginning for some people to 2017. Yes,
that's it. So it should be a good one. So over the Christmas period, I got a couple of new collectibles, and over the holiday period, you did get a few new pieces, didn't you, Rob? Like a couple new ones.
Yes, yeah, I got a couple of things. You go first. You let us know what you've got.
Radio. So for people who haven't seen the videos that I've done, I've got here this custom-made Bruce Wayne figure from Batman v Superman. So absolutely awesome figure.
Really nice, very nice figure you got there.
Thanks, Rob. Like I say, I'm really happy with it. A great head sculpt. Actually, both head sculpts are great. You got the smirking one there. So, but the light here is not doing him justice. And then also, what I like is my dad, who had this, he made this. He put it together and bought the parts. Like the body is specifically designed for this figure. But he actually put it together with the scene of the opening sequence where Bruce Wayne's running down Metropolis, which is one of my favorite bits in Batman v Superman. So he ended up getting that one done for me. So that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting it, that's for sure.
That's really nice.
Two excellent.
Your dad put that together for you?
Yeah, he bought the head. I forgot what the company's called for the head. It was like a custom company, but they absolutely nailed the head sculpt and paint and that. And then the body is from a company called Gang Hood, which they specifically designed the body with the bulkiness, and it's even got a sculpted on watch as well, like he does in the film.
Oh, okay.
And then the clothes, I'm pretty sure might have been done by the same company. I'm not sure, but it's designed again straight for the film. And what's really cool about it is the waistcoat. Usually, sometimes with waistcoats on 1/6 figures, they can look kind of baggy on the figures if they're not put in correctly. And what's clever about this one is it's got like a magnet on it, so when you pull it across, it holds it in place.
Okay, so nice.
It keeps the physique in there and doesn't look baggy. So that's rather cool. And and then I got it's two head sculpts, so I could do another custom Bruce Wayne figure, possibly one with like the black suit where he meets Clark Kent at the Lex Luthor convention where he's smirking that. So that might be one project worth looking into and doing. So that should be good.
The fact that you got your dad made it for you, or at least put it together for you. That's really something special.
It is, yes, and I appreciate it. He did the same thing for the John Wick, which I was blown away by. I saw the John Wick. I had to second look, no, what? Wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Luckily, I'm very fortunate. My dad is, he's really good with me and my brother. He goes to a lot of trouble to get things done for us for either birthdays or Christmas and stuff, and I appreciate that greatly for that. And also he's a collector, so he understands sort of where it's coming from, and he's
collector mentality.
Yeah, that's it. He's got his Grail pieces, and he's got all of the New Hope figures from Star Wars and stuff, and he's into that. So he's a big fan. I'll have to do an updated collection tour when this is finished. I'll do this, and then I'll update the Cinnamoroom video again, so you can have a look at some of the new pieces we've got in there as well.
Nice. No, that's good. That's about the best collectible I think you can get, without a doubt. Something that's been put together by your old man. That's pretty special. Yeah, I was just, as we were just talking about before we came on here. My old man builds models and model boats and planes and blah blah blah. He generally gives them to my sons and their cousins. He doesn't keep them; he holds on to them. But again, it's nice to have these things. They're family heirlooms in a way. They'll be handed down generation to generation, kind of thing. It's nice to have that sort of memento to remember them by when eventually they shuffle off. But it's nice, very nice.
It is. They say, and that's the thing. It holds that sentimental sort of value to it now. No one can take away. I mean, it's like
that's right. There's more than just the nostalgia you might have for a character. There's a bit of family put into that, and that's something special. I think you win, Ryan. I think you got the best present.
Yeah, so like I say, I got that, and then I don't know. Also got the 6-inch 112 collective Batman from Batman v Superman. That was a cool thing, and also the cool thing about this figure is my video that I did for it got recognized by Mezco themselves, and they posted it on their page.
Very nice.
So that was kind of. I remember coming home from work one day, and I text pinged, and then I walked in the house, and my dad goes, "Have you seen your videos on
your
page?" And they put like a comment. Yeah, and they're like, "Here's this incredibly detailed video of our figure," and by the darkest night, I'm like, "What? Like, really? My shit has been picked out by Mezco." So that was the icing on the cake. So I was like, on a roll here, like doing well. That felt good, and great figure across the board again. Really pairs up nicely with the Dark Knight Returns there. So there's that, and also the fact they just crammed so much detail onto them. Like I said in the video, 6-inch Hot Toys figures. That's how I describe them, because they're just that, top-notch quality. And then the last piece I got, which it's not quite as good as the Bruce Wayne, obviously, but it's a pretty close rival, and that is the Lego Batman alarm clock.
Very nice.
And guess what? Nice. It articulates and everything. It's absolutely godlike. Got a cape. Everything.
You can't go past Lego. Lego it kills all.
Know.
It kills all. Santa Claus bought my son, or my eldest son, I should say. He bought a big TIE fighter and X-wing for Christmas.
Very nice.
And we've spent the last couple of weeks. Well, he spent the last couple of weeks putting all that together. And it's turned out really, really, really nice. It's very nice. Yes, it's I just helped him here and there with the more fiddly bits, but he managed to put sort of 95% of both of them together himself, which is pretty impressive because he's not that old. But yes, you can't go past Lego. It still is good fun, even when you get to my age. Lego is good fun.
Like I say, they get some impressive shit out of them, like the Lego stuff. They're very complex, aren't they? The thought process that goes into everything, that even the bricks on the inside that aren't showing, to factor all that, and it's mind-boggling, like how people come up with it, and it makes sense.
Engineer all these things. Yes, it's very nice.
You get those people that make the people who like post in their set designs, and then they get part of the cut from Lego because.
I actually saw a documentary on Lego, and they showed you how they actually engineer one of those pieces, and they come up with they get a picture of whatever it is they're trying to make, and then they get basically all the bits that they already have, all the bits that they already have in the catalogue. Because the whole idea about Lego is they don't want to have to make new molds for new Lego bricks, because it's like insanely expensive. It's like over $100,000 to create one little mold to make one little brick for this piece. That's crazy. So they get all the pieces and they try and basically reverse engineer how they're going to put this thing together. And these people have a job sitting there trying to work out how we're going to make a Lego X-Wing or a Lego person or a Lego car or whatever it is that they're trying to make out of the existing sort of pieces. And it's only like when they need a specific bit that they go back and they say, okay, we need to make a new brick and it needs to do this and this, and that's where they have to go off and create a new mold and, you know, make a new brick for a certain part, which gets added obviously to their catalogue. It's really, it was very interesting. And I wouldn't mind a job like that, sitting there playing with Lego all day, trying to reverse engineer, you know, X-Wing fighters and starships and I don't know, whatever else, race cars and boats and helicopters and jails and all the little bits that they, all the things that they put out now. It's very different to when I was a kid, when it was all very bland and there were no Lego, didn't have any light. When I was a kid, there was no licensed Lego. It was all just, you know, run-of-the-mill spaceships and cars and things. Now it's a very different beast. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, like I say, they've come a long way, Lego.
They certainly have.
And you also have Mega Bloks now, don't you, as well? They're another branch as well.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay. Yeah. Just reading. Just got a message off family then. So.
They're okay.
So that's all good. Anyway. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, that's impressive yourself that you say your son's done 90%, like 95% of that piece. That's pretty impressive in itself.
It is impressive because he's not that old either. So yeah, for him to be doing that, very impressive. Yeah, I keep saying you need to be an architect or an engineer or something. You know? God.
Yeah, that's good. And so Rob, now I've said what I got pretty much now. So what have you got over the Christmas period?
Well, before Christmas, I got the Sandman, XM Sandman, which
oh yes,
yes, it's a beast of a piece, very, very heavy, typical sort of XM quality, great piece. I'm going to collect the Sinister Six line that they're doing. So it's just added to that, and I don't know. I haven't done a video of it, but I do have the Mysterio as well. That's sitting here, and I've got a couple of other bits like in the month before Christmas, but again, I haven't done videos of them. I might get around to doing them over the next couple of weeks. We'll see. But the one piece that you did see, which everyone else has seen, well, the few people that watched it, was the Minas Tirith environment that Weta did. You can see, you can see how light that is. It's not very heavy.
Yeah.
As opposed to some of the other environments that they've done, which are very heavy. That's
insane, Rob. I couldn't believe when you showed that video. You could have sworn that was like bigger than what you're holding in your hand right now with the amount of detail.
Yeah, it's not that big. It's actually, when it came out, I had words with some people from Weta saying it was too small. I still feel that it is too small. It's on a base, but well, you probably haven't seen it, but it's the same size as the Rivendell environment they did. It's quite an old environment they did now, but same size as that. But because they put it on that same size base, they had to shrink the city right down, and it is really it's small. It's really small, and it's not very high either. It's actually it's a low piece.
Right.
So it's nice. I got it in the Black Friday sale that Weta had towards the end of last year, and I got it for a really good price. I was very lucky that I got it for a really good price. I wouldn't have paid retail on it. Retail on that piece is $599 US. And yes, sorry to say, yeah, exactly. That's why I never bought it when it came out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I got it for half that. So, and to be fair, that's probably about what it's worth, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I don't feel it's worth that.
I mean, like you say, it's detailed, but when it's like an example I can use is it's like some Chronicle Studio stuff. Like you look at it and you think concept-wise, oh, this is good, and then when you see the price to the scale, you sort of like, I don't know whether it's quite worth that price. You know what I mean? That's.
I think it's sort of it epitomizes sort of where we are in the collectibles world now, with just about everything. I mean, everything now that I see out there is is way overpriced. I mean, I was just talking about, I got that Sandman before Christmas. I was lucky in the sense I got that from an Asian retailer, but I got it at a really good price. Like I got that for basically cost. Because they're just trying to move. They're just trying to move the stock. Yeah, I got it for a really good price. I was exceptionally happy about the price I paid for that. We can talk more about that off air later if you want. But I got that for a really good price, and I probably wouldn't have bought it otherwise. I wouldn't have bought it for some of the crazy prices that I see being floated around for XM pieces, but. I think that's sort of. I think that environment sums up collecting today. It's sort of. It's nice, but is it worth what people are asking and what companies are asking for these? Yeah. So I guess that's a decision everyone will have to make for themselves. But
that's it. I mean, it was like at one point. I mean, I've got the 1/6 scale Hot Toys. Bale Batman, which is an absolutely amazing piece, no doubt about it. It's flawless, and again, same with the quarter scale. But now, pretty much, you can buy the quarter scale for less than the 1/6. You know what I mean? Like you start to go.
So like what's
and then the quarter.
That's some odd.
Yeah, it's
odd thinking going in there. That's very strange. It's strange.
Plus, you get more accessories with like the quarter scale one and everything, so you start going, hang on, where's the pricing like logic coming in with this? So both are amazing pieces.
I've been collecting for a long time, and I think if there's one thing I've come to learn in terms of the pricing of these things is there is no logic. There is no logic to it. It's like any business. They'll price, all these companies will price these things at the price that they think consumers will pay for them. That's it. And stop. It's got nothing to do with licensing. It's got nothing to do with details. It's got nothing to do with weight. They'll price them at a level that they think people will pay for them, and that's it. That's the way, when any company operates, isn't it?
Pretty much,
That's why we don't know how much it costs to manufacture one of these pieces. They will.
That's it. It's like with Hot Toys now. I mean, the detail obviously is amazing on them, but they're putting less stuff in the box and then upping the price. You start, and then you go back to like you say, like you go back 4 or 5 years, the amount of stuff you would get packaged in the box.
Yes.
And for how much cheaper as well. It's really weird, how they do that. They put less in.
Hot Toys, they've built their reputation as a company now, haven't they? So, in essence, because they have this really good reputation as, you know, provider of quality pieces, really quality pieces, pieces that are bang on in terms of their sculpt, great tailoring, great accessories. Because they now have this reputation, they don't have to go that extra mile anymore, do they? It's, you know, they can wind it back. I mean, it's a bit like early Sideshow versus sort of Sideshow that we have now. You know, you go back and you look at all those early sort of Marvel pieces that they did, and they still are better than most of the pieces that they put out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's sort of, you know, their reputation was largely built on those early Marvel pieces that they did. Once the reputation was built, they, just like Hot Toys, they all decided to slack off a little bit and just become
start to slack a bit, don't they?
Yes, well, they sort of they sell their pieces on reputation alone, not the actual quality of the piece. You know, I guess that's everyone should pile in on the XM pieces now, quick, before they decide to turn the tap off and cut back on the quality.
Well, yeah, that's it. XM's still in the early stages yet, so everyone's looking at XM as like the saving grace. But like you say, how long does it take before they, like you say, they jump the bandwagon?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like anything in it, really.
The ESs start to double, and then the prices start to go up, and the accessories start to dwindle. I guess it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. We'll see. Prove us wrong, XM. Prove us wrong.
Well, you never know. Like I say, I mean, it's like you say, we picked up a figure recently. My dad got it. It's from a company called VTS, and they do 1/6 scale figures, and they've done a Tom Hardy Mad Max figure.
Oh yeah. And, I've seen that figure. That's really nice.
It's. I'll tell you what. I mean, some people are like, the sculpt's amazing, but not 100%. I think they've nailed it. I've compared to so many pictures now. I think for the expression they've gone for, and that, I think they've absolutely nailed Tom Hardy's likeness, in my opinion. I think they've got him down pat, and the material on the suit is better than some Hot Toys stuff. And in the smaller scale, and like smaller edition size, should I say? And it comes with all this shit. They didn't have to, but they threw in. It's not even in the film, but they threw in the leg brace that Mel Gibson had.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's really nice.
Pay homage to the old movies. So that's really cool. And now they've announced they're doing a Furiosa as well.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Are these licensed figures?
They're technically not. No, they go under the name of Wasteland. The Wasteland Ranger. That's what a lot of them go under.
Yeah. I was just wondering, because I have seen the figure, but I haven't seen any packaging for it. I've seen it like out of whatever packaging it comes in. But I know that Miller and company he doesn't like to license things out. Like, you don't see any toys from any of the Mad Max films, and it's like, could that be legit? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just asking out of curiosity. But I was listening to sorry to digress. I was listening to Brian May's score for Road Warrior the other day, which is it's a fantastic score, absolutely great. One of those classic scores from the 80s. Is just, not Brian May, the Queen guitarist, Brian May, the Australian composer. It's just a great piece of work. And I was thinking, I love a Mel Gibson Road Warrior premium format. Someone do it. But I think it's like Clint Eastwood, a couple of others, that he doesn't like to give his likeness out for toys and things.
That's
a dream piece.
my bet on that for you, Rob, is there's a couple going around at the moment of Mel Gibson head sculpts, and I'm pretty sure there's some going through commission right now. And what they're doing is they're selling the suit, the body, and the head sculpt sort of separate, and then you get it like a kit, and then you put it together essentially. So if you wanted a Mel Gibson one, I reckon that would be the best way. If you got it in figure form,
yeah.
That would be the way. But that Mad Max from VTS, the head sculpt on it, I remember looking at it and going, fuck me, because I saw the prototype and I was more on the lines of, which it's undeniably Tom Hardy, but I didn't know whether it was quite. And then when I saw it in person, it's completely just won me over, if you know what I mean. So the head sculpt, it was, anyone that says it doesn't look like Tom Hardy's obviously blind, like you know, or as being a fanboy to well-established companies, because that was a really well executed figure, you know, and the articulation on it is amazing as well. You can have it sort of so like the arms back and have him like with the shotgun resting on his shoulder and all that. So there's a lot of stuff you can do, and then it's got individual bullets for the vest. And you can actually put slugs into the shotgun.
Oh wow,
which is awesome.
The sawn-off shotgun.
I may do a video on it. I might do a video on it.
Where is it? Have you got it close by, or is it in your?
I've got it actually in the cinema room.
Yeah.
Sneaking out of the room. I could quickly run and get it and sneak it out of the room.
Go and get it then.
I will. I'll tell you what. I'll go grab it now. I'll be right back.
Yes, that'd be good. Yeah, as I was saying, I would love to have a Road Warrior premium format. I was going through, as I said, listening to Brian May's score from Road Warrior. There is an extended CD of that's been put out now. So I was listening to some of the extended tracks which weren't on the original CD. Great score. Absolutely just as good as Fury Road was. It's not as good as Road Warrior, and I don't think anything's going to top Road Warrior. RE Mad Max, that's as good as it gets, I think. As I was thinking of Road Warrior, again, Clint Eastwood, I'd love to get talking of Mel Gibson and Mad Max, I'd love to get a Braveheart PF as well, but again, I don't think that's going to happen. But there is that 1/3 floating around. Okay, let's have a look.
All right, I'm going to bring the camera down here a little bit so you can have a closer look at the figure at closer range. So there you go. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's great. Love it.
So you can see the weathering on like the trousers. So I'm thinking of picking up my own Mad Max figure now because I love it that much.
That's a cool Wasteland Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you could obviously, if you could get hold of a Gibson head sculpt, you could almost take that and make a few modifications to it and come up with your own. Road Warrior.
It. A lot of people have actually
Thunderdome version.
A lot of people have actually been. Yeah, so some people have been doing that. But like I said, it's just an absolutely. I mean, the likenesses. I think they've got him. I don't know about you, Rob, but
no, it looks fine to me.
Yeah, I think it looks spot on to Tom Hardy.
Do that.
And what's awesome,
you can get two. Keep a Tom Hardy and a Kit Bache Mel Gibson, and show me what it looks like.
That's actually a good thought. Actually, I might do that.
Do that. How much do they go for, if you don't mind my asking? What are they retailing for?
I'm not sure of the exact price my dad got his for, but you can get them for less than 300.
Okay.
Still, so maybe 280, something like that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So fairly good.
Where are they coming out of?
I'm not sure if they're based in Hong Kong, BTS. I think they might be based in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check, but like I say, they know what they're bloody doing.
Yeah, it's good work, isn't it?
It is, and I think something else that I probably
like that, aren't they? And some of these custom producers are they do really spectacular work.
They do, and something else that you'll like is you can strip it down and have it like in the opening scene where he's got the this.
Oh yeah.
On his face.
Faceplate, yeah.
It's got little metal chain on there as well.
When they've got him strapped to the front of the car, it's like all he needs is like the intravenous line. And that's the only thing that's missing.
That's it. And I say you got all of that thrown in. It's an absolute, like I say, it's an absolute gem. It's bang for the buck. Like I say, you're getting more on this than what you're getting on a lot of Hot Toys figures now. I mean, here's an example: Hot Toys Ant-Man, right? The newest one. But aside from the fact that the head sculpt on it is a pretty big letdown for Hot Toys standards and all that shit, think about the accessories it comes with. That's like 300, nearly 400 bucks, and then you've got this. That's got an absolutely dead-on head sculpt to Tom Hardy and all this stuff for less than 300. You just go, what? You know?
Well, again, you know, it's like I said, it's these companies, they'll charge what they think people will pay for it. It's got nothing to do with, or very little to do with, oh, it's complex, or oh, it's heavy, or oh, it's, you know, there's all this stuff there. It's it's none of that. It's just, you know, they'll charge what they think people will pay. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and this is something I wanted to show you as well, Rob. This here, you know how like you have sculpted hands on Hot Toys?
Yeah.
This is actual proper material. This is actually like material.
Wow. Like muslin kind of wrap or something.
Yeah, like bandages around his hand. That's actually real.
It's fantastic. For a custom piece.
It is. It's just beautiful, and it's a masterpiece in my opinion, you know. And I say everything about it from whiteness. Has this company said how many they're going to make, or are they just going to keep making them, as many as they can sell? I think they
just out of curiosity.
What they generally do. Generally, with these companies, they have a certain amount, so they pumped out a certain amount, but I think the positive reaction to them has been that great that they've actually doing like another batch of them. So
that's good. Jesus.
You know,
you're going to get the Furiosa as well.
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, if I don't end up getting it, my dad will. That's for sure. But I mean, look at that. I don't see that's Tom Hardy through and through there, man. That shot there. Look at that. It's just. And the expression is fantastic, I think, and the cut on the face is really good here. So, you know, I just really like it, you know, and I would pick one up of my own if I could. It's just incredible. And then for people, like you say, if you're wondering, this is all attachable and you can take it off, all these little bits here. So, you know, you got the knife here and that's got bits of weathering on. And if you just cut, if I bring you around, actually, can you see the bullets underneath there? All individual bullets that go in.
Oh yeah.
Insane. So you got all those bullets on the inside, which is just like, it's just like I said, you just find more details on it as you go along, and also the scope on the sniper actually detaches like a real one. So that's a cool feature as well. So you got all this cool stuff. Well, I better save this for the video, or else I'm just giving.
Yes. I was going to say, have you done a video of it yet? I want to see.
I'll do a video. I will do a video on it, showing off in greater detail and better quality video as well of it. But obviously, as you can see, I like it. But yeah, what a beauty it is, and definitely a worthy piece to the collection. Like I say, you put it up against the Hot Toys, and it gives them a good hiding, you know. So,
and you got it for a good price as well. That's the best part about it.
That's it. It's like the art figures Dread. That's another one that everyone went nuts over. It's got a great likeness to Carl Urban, especially with the mask on, and it's just really well done figure. Weathering wise, this is better. This has got way more detail on it. But the art figures, as far as likeness goes, and just the base suit, and that's great. You just add the weathering to it. But this is like the full package, you know. You don't mistaken it for anyone. You know who they were making and what they were making it from.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wasteland Ranger. That's about as all as you get for separation from the real thing. So, you know, it's an absolute beauty. But yeah. So I'll be just right back. I'm just gonna go pop it back just so nobody knows.
No, you did really well.
Yeah, I said my dad, this is what my dad had. He had it waiting. He actually waited. I think it was stuck in China post for about 2 or 3 months.
Oh wow!
It was that bad. So he'd been waiting for ages. He should have had it ages ago, and then he finally got it. And he's like, "Hope it's been worth the wait after all this delay." And sure was. That's for sure. He's very happy about it. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
And that was his pose of choice. I don't know what you think of that.
I think it's fantastic for a custom piece. Done really well.
It's good. Like I say, if you look them up, for people who are interested, just type in VTS Wasteland Ranger. You can get all the details and looks and extra pics of it there, and also you can also see their Furiosa piece. They've just posted pics recently and announced it to Charlotte Ferran is absolutely, they're doing a great job across the board, and I think this and that will make a very good pair.
Too right, they will.
So, and I'll definitely pick them up. I think I am more tempted to pick them up. I've got Christmas money, so I'm sort of like, where shall I spend that, you know? But I think the money probably will go on one of these, no doubt, if I find one on there, as long as the prices haven't skyrocketed ridiculously.
Yeah.
Should be good. Should be good to pick one up. So I'll just go and pop this back and I'll be right back. So
no problem.
Not be long.
Yes, as I was saying, while Ryan's putting that back, a Mel Gibson Road Warrior PF quarter scale, a Braveheart quarter scale. Would love to get an Eastwood Man with No Name quarter scale piece. There's sort of 3 pieces. And Ellen Ripley PF would be another on the absolute must-have list as far as I'm concerned. If I could get those 4, I'd be very, very happy. In terms of PFs of movie-based characters, there's lots of others that are worthy of being done, but those 4 especially would be 4 that I think not only I would like to see, but I think a hell of a lot of collectors would like to see those 4 pieces put up. I was just saying, Ryan, while you were there, like I said earlier, I was talking about, wanting a Road Warrior PF, but I'd also like to see a Braveheart. If someone would do a Braveheart PF, a Man with No Name, Eastwood PF, or even a Dirty Harry PF. I watched Dirty Harry the other day. That's great stuff. And Ripley from Alien or Aliens, either one would be good. But those 4, they're sort of like the holy grails of, I think, PFs. People want to see, those characters, and they all.
It made me think, Rob. I just thought of you when you said about Road Warrior. And his covers is obviously him walking with his dog, and then the first company that came to mind was Blitzway. I thought to myself, what if Blitzway had the rights to Mad Max? And very much like your Rocky, how he's got the dog. Can you just imagine that,
Yes.
having walking down, and then you could have the nice bass, because they go all out on the basses,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. No, all you'd need is the bass would be actually pretty similar to the Rocky, because it'd be that that's what you were thinking of, that picture. He's walking on the road.
Yeah.
The two yellow stripes going down. Let me drag it up here. I've got a black. Here we are. Here. There's actually two versions of it. He's got his gun in his other hand. Depends which. Oh, it's been flipped. Let me have a look. That's the right one. Anyway, I'll just quickly share this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just present. Hang on.
This is what you're thinking of, if it'll work. You're going to work. Cancel you. Let's try that again. Doesn't look like it's going to work for me.
Oh.
Let me see. I'll do one more thing. Try one more thing. Let's see.
Right, yeah.
Window. Okay. Oh, I know what the problem is. I can do not that, do that, and do that, and now it should work, I hope. Let's see, is that going to work? Or is that just sharing what put you down? How's that?
So hang on, I'll just present you to the screen so it stays on consistently. Okay, it should be presenting you now.
What can you see?
There we are.
Is that iconic image?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's it. Imagine that, like, there's a quarter scale statue, maybe done from Blitzway, as they're a higher end company. You know, they do some stellar
Drool.
That would be nice.
That would be very nice. You know, that's I never thought. I have the talking of you know, pieces that I never thought we'd sort of get. Can you stop me sharing? Oh, there we are. Thank you. On top of things as always, Ryan. Talking about pieces we never thought. Well, I never thought I'd see. One piece I am going to get this year that has almost paid off is the King Conan from Chronicle Collectibles. We were talking about Chronicle before. They're doing that King Conan on Throne. I think Charlie's getting him as well. I think Charlie's got him on.
He should be
as well. Yeah. I, for the life of me, never thought anyone would do that piece, because it's such a short scene from that first film. It's, you know, it's tiny. You think there's so many other iconic images from that film that you could do, but Chronicle went and picked that tiny little scene they're going to do him on the throne, and it was like, as soon as that piece was announced, it was like, that's it. I've been waiting for that piece for years, and finally someone did it. So, you know, hold out hope that maybe someone will get around. Hopefully Blitzway. I like that idea, Ryan. I really like that idea. Blitzway will get around to doing all those characters I was talking about.
If it was anybody to do it in a quarter scale statue form, so I'm just talking about just statues.
Yeah,
I would say Blitzway are the people to do
it.
They have to be. I don't think. I mean, obviously, Hot Toys could do it, you know, in a quarter scale form, but the likelihood of them actually doing it and getting the rights to it are very little. So, someone more like I said, Blitzway, who pick these smaller sort of cult films. In the sense that are not blockbusters and stuff necessarily. They're just, you know, films that have come out in the past but are obviously popular. I have a feeling that Blitzway have got a good chance of nabbing the rights if they did. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Like I say, one can hope. As if they did.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
we might be waiting another 10 years, but. You know, I'll be happy to wait. I'll be happy to wait. If it takes that long, it takes that long. I just hope that by the time someone gets around to doing it, premium formats or quarter scales aren't like, in the $1,000 range or just a regular. They probably will. Probably by the end of next year, 2018, they'll probably be getting close to that, won't they?
That would be sod. Yeah, probably. I mean, that would be sod's law. The piece you've been wanting to come out comes out, and it's too much. You're like, fuck this, I ain't getting that now. Like just after all of that waiting, you're just like, fuck. Yeah, that would be annoying. And it has happened before, that's for sure. But I say, speaking of Sideshow and premium formats and all that goodness, there's been a few announcements from Sideshow, and one I wanted to talk about because it's a bigger piece. It's in the 1:1 scale, and that is the Deadpool bust. What do you think of it, Rob? What do you think of that?
Put a picture up of it first. Let's show everyone at home. I'm sure everyone's seen it, but I don't have any pictures tonight, so you're going to have to do the hunting around for images.
Righto. Yeah, here we are. Deadpool.
I like it. I think it's nice. Again, for me, it's a case of I saw it and I thought, that's pretty nice. That's some good work. But I think, what are they asking for? It's $980, is it? Is that what it retails for?
Hang on, I'm just going to try and... Yeah.
I think it's something around there. It's near $1,000, I'm sure, which is like... There we go. There he is. Yeah, there he is. I can see him just fine. Yeah, I love all the little details, the little knife and the pouches and the grenades. People were talking about him not having his swords crossed over at the back to form the X.
Yeah.
And some people sort of griped about that. I don't,
Yeah, I can...
I'm not really too worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, other than that prick taking his picture with it, I think, it looks great,
As
long as he doesn't come with it, I'm good,
How much was it? Where's the price? Go up to the price.
Here we are.
There so yes, that was $980. My memory doesn't fail me.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. Again, I look at that and I go, yes, it's a very nice piece. And then I look at that price and go, yes, it's very nice, but it's not that nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's like I say, you've got to be the most hardcore of probably Deadpool fans. I mean, I've got my pre-format Deadpool, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
But as far as busts go, I think it's a nice bust. Plenty of detail going on in there, which is nice.
Yeah, lots of detail.
I know, like, obviously you've got the bombs and shit, so that adds to it all.
Again, it's going to be hollow or mostly hollow.
Yeah, probably.
So it's not going to use like mountains of material. I mean, again, it's a to me that looks really nice. I like it, but I don't like it to the tune of $980. Pretty simple. Like we were talking about, we go back to where we started. Go full circle.
Yeah,
it's nice, but it's not that nice.
Yeah, that's like I say. And if you're not, again, if you're a diehard, absolute diehard fan of Deadpool, then I could probably recommend you it. But you gotta be
for us.
You gotta be $980 worth.
Yeah, if it's let's just say it's a clear $1,000 US. So and without dollar, it's about sort of $300 on top of that, plus shipping. And it's going to cost you $150 to ship it US. So that's another $200 to ship it. So for us, that's going to cost you $1,600 Australian.
You got that new tax coming in over in Australia as well, haven't we?
Yes, I think they're talking about what is it, the financial year, end of financial year, beginning of financial year, that the new tax will kick in. I don't think it's passed Parliament yet, though, that tax. So there is some hope that maybe it won't pass, but I think it probably will. I think it's in the Senate at the moment.
Yeah, well,
that piece of legislation, it's all part of their last budget, which most of it's still sitting in the Senate and hasn't been passed. But anyway, we don't want to get onto that kind of stuff. But anyway, yes, supposedly we are supposedly going to get a new tax on goods like this. What is it? It's not really a new tax. It's just that the threshold is being lowered down to about $20, $25 in terms of imports. So you're basically going to pay GST on anything you import over that set value.
Yeah.
So if you added that on top of this, because it's obviously not going to come out, what are they talking about? October, December, there we are. So it'll probably be pushed back a few months, maybe this time next year, we might start getting this. And if that legislation does go through Parliament, then you'll be paying that 10% on top of that as well. So just as an aside to that, I have to say, if anyone from Canada is watching, I do sympathise. They got an email from Sideshow through the week saying the Canadian government has changed, I think, one of their customs listings, which means there's going to be a new tax on top of what they're already paying for Sideshow pieces of 6.5%, which again is not a massive amount, but the Canadian dollar is like our dollar. It's sort of at exactly the same level our dollar's at. So people in Canada are getting slugged and slugged and slugged. So
yeah, it's not a good time for all that shit at the moment.
No, it's not. It's not. Anyway,
it says
is it a limited edition, or does it have an ES? This piece?
Hang on. Yes. Limited edition. It just says limited edition.
So they'll make as many as they can sell, basically. So it's basically like an open edition. Yeah.
It says here as well, Rob, you're on about the weight. It says 15.88 kilograms. So not bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But it's 28 inches tall, like height, and the width of it is 19.5.
38 centimeters.
Yeah.
No, 40, nearly 50 centimeters wide. 71 centimeters. So it's pretty big. It's a pretty large piece of polystone. Again, I like it. I don't really have any issue with it, but I won't be buying it.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Like I say, I don't think it'll be something. I mean, I don't know. I'm good for busts. I've got two already.
It would go well with your premium format, though.
Yeah, it would probably go nice. Don't tempt me, Rob. All right.
Just scroll up.
I'm trying to hold back.
Just scroll up and look at the price again. You won't be tempted, believe me.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
There you go.
Yep, I'm good. I feel better already.
There you are. There you are.
That I'm not getting this piece. Hang on. While we're here, I'll
Yes, go and have a look at a few of the other pieces that have come out that we didn't talk about at the end of last year. I'll tell you the piece everyone's just getting in hand that everyone's going crazy about is that Captain Marvel premium format.
Which premium format?
The Captain Marvel. It might not be on there.
All right.
People are just getting it, and everyone's going, "Oh, it's it looks really nice. So it looks like it came out quite nicely. I've only seen one of all the pictures and the videos that I've seen. I've only seen one that was a dud. All the others have come out quite well.
Yeah, and this is the new Captain America, is it?
Yeah, that's that 1/5 scale Captain America.
All right. We can have a little look at that.
We can have a look at that. That's another line that probably they'll do the 4 characters that they showed in their preview: Iron Man, Cap, Hulk, Thor. And if they don't sell in huge numbers, then they'll can it.
Yeah.
Again,
not a bad
looks nice enough, but again, this is Sideshow's sort of tactics. The first couple will be lower in price, and Thor and Hulk will be over $400. And then you'll find if they do any subsequent characters, they'll also be over $400, even if they're only the size of Iron Man and Cap. That's their MO. It always happens like that.
Yeah.
They get people hooked into that line. They need to get 5, 6 characters, whatever it is. The first couple always come out nice and at a decent price, and then they get you on the last couple where you have to pay the premium to finish the set off.
It says this is 15 inches tall, which is if it was like the figure itself, I'd say all right, but if that's including the base, that's not massive, is it?
No, that's only 1/5. So
I even thought for 1/5 that seems a little small, considering Hot Toys figures are what, 12 inches on their own.
Who knows? Sideshow figures, it could be a little bit funky.
Yeah,
he's crouched down just a touch as well, so he might lose a little bit of height in the
true.
The pose. Pardon me.
Yeah, I mean that's expected to ship October 2017 to December again, so they've got a pretty thingy release on them. Must be confident. Usually it's like 2 years in it later, isn't it? By the time they come out.
Yes.
So they must have some sort of. Well,
they seem to
hope that they've got some.
They seem to have. I won't say stuck to their schedules, but they seem to have been getting a little bit quicker. They're not super late. Give credit where credit's due. They seem to be coming roughly on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have to be on search for that thing.
Yeah. This is a piece, Rob, that I've just come up for pre-order, and I think I'll be nabbing this. It's from Hot Toys. It's the Night Batman.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Which looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I guess. Yeah, it might be, that may not need to get the Prime 1 now,
No, I don't think too much of that Prime 1 Arkham piece.
Yeah, I'm being totally honest here. They look great from before, but then I don't know if you've got the same feeling here, but I just have this thing that the paint just looks really flat on them.
Yes,
there's not
the first one, the Arkham. I thought it looked really flat, but I also think the pose on it was really, again, straight sort of museum pose, but it was really uninteresting, very dull. I'll tell you though, the one that I did like was that Noel piece. I don't know if you've seen that. That looks
that's nice.
Leagues better. It's like they sort of looked at the Arkham and thought, okay, this isn't a great piece. How can we improve it? And they put all those improvements into the Noel, which I think looks really nice. And that piece that just came out, the Deathstroke. Have you seen that?
Yes, that looks fucking awesome.
That looks great. That looks wonderful. I really think that.
Yeah,
that
I would buy Deathstroke. I would buy Deathstroke easily. Deathstroke's like one of my favorite sort of villains, either from is it Teen Titans, and then obviously Batman. Now he's more in.
Yes.
No,
that piece looks like it came out really well. That looks really nice, that piece. I just sort of watched a couple of videos on it and breathed a sigh of relief, sort of thinking, I'm glad I don't collect 1/3 scale pieces, because if I did, that'd be one that I would pick up. And I think that the Noel that they did and that piece would pair up really nicely together. They would look really nice.
But speaking of Deathstroke, how do you feel about this, Rob?
I don't really know what to think about, to be honest with you. It's sort of a case of, again, I like it, but I want to see how much they're going to want for it. It's
yeah. It looks like they got a cool design going on with it.
Yeah.
More classic looking in a lot of sense, but it's like you say, it's a teaser like photo at the moment, and we've got to see what the price is on it and also how it ends up actually coming out. So
yes, yeah, it's like the sort of the Bane. They put the Bane up for pre-order, and what was that? $699. Jesus, it's like
we expected that, didn't we, when we said? I mean, this is Sideshow's 1/6 scale.
Yeah, there's a guy on Sideshow Freaks talking about the Bane, and they've got it listed on Pop Culture down in Melbourne here, and they've got it listed for, I think it's $1,150 for the regular. For a quarter scale premium format, $1,150. It's like, that's, jeez Louise, take a breath, take a breath, and
that's it. It's
so it's for me. It's a case. It's a case of I look at that Deathstroke, and I look at even the Venom that's on the screen at the moment as well, and go sort of, what is the price going to be on these things? My goodness, it's just like, and being a Batman villain as well, it's like, and Venom being sort of like, I guess, the most popular Spidey villain. Let's see if this sort of popularity tax gets applied to these pieces. And then like Bane, like super expensive. Like that Bane is $699. My goodness, I mean it's nice, but it's not that nice. That's not a $7 piece. Like that Deadpool.
One thing I found with Sideshow as well is it's like this Ghost Rider 1/6 scale figure. We know deep down this is going to be a fucking piece of shit.
Yes, I thought that was really interesting that they sort of announced that just as people were getting that XM Ghost Rider in hand. They got that big thing on the bike with all that detail and flames and everything, and Sideshow throw up this little. It's like, are you even trying anymore? I know it's for a different audience, but that's just.
I think the thing is though, the Sideshow, their quality on the 1/6 isn't great, and then they charge more than what Hot Toys are charging.
Yes. Yeah, I know we've looked at some of the 6, and it's leaves a bit to be desired at the best of times.
Yeah. What's going to make or break the 1/6 Ghost Rider is the flame effects on the head and the hands. That's going to make or break, I reckon, for a lot of people. Certainly not on my radar, but and I'm pretty sure didn't Sideshow also announce a Thanos figure?
Oh yeah, the Thanos on Throne. That was they previewed. I think that was the first preview of that 12 days of Sideshow. They just they put in a sneak peek of it. People got to have a look at it.
Yeah,
that's another one. So they called it. They said though, the strange thing about it was they called it a maquette. They didn't call it a premium format. That basically means the premium format's quarter scale. Maquettes are any scale. So it's a case of, David Ego, on one of the forums came out and said, it depends how big you consider Thanos to be. If you consider him to be 8 feet, this is probably, it's probably not quite there. But if you consider him more around 7 feet, then this is probably, it is quarter scale. So again, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know why they called it maquette, but that's what his reasoning was. But again, that's another piece that just wait and see what the price is on it. By the time that thing supposedly it's going to be up for pre-order in the first 6 months of the year, but again, it'll probably be like Bane prices, if not more expensive, which is just
that's my thing. Like, the only reason I think have they gone maquette is, like you say, they can possibly shrink it down to a scale that's not too small, but they can sell it for a decent. Like you say, if you're going for like the 8 feet tall Thanos, then you're going to be spending considerably more, aren't you?
Yes. So, yeah. Well, the sort of the other character that they released that people are getting in hand now that I actually do have it on order is the Darkseid premium format that people have been getting.
Yes. Yeah.
People have been getting that, and sort of some people have been saying, "Oh, it's too small." Blah 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 blah. I don't have an issue with it.
I'll tell you what, Rob. I've seen the Darkseid figure in person at a Pop Culture Zing shop, and I actually really like it. It's a really nice piece. The paint apps and sculpts on it was the first thing that drew me in. I saw it, I'm like, fucking hell, that came out good. Everybody was shitbagging that from the start. I still remember when we were on with Charlie, and nobody was on board with that one. Like, everyone was sort of like, whatever. But I actually think it's a really strong piece. It's another one of those sort of scenarios where people weren't expecting much, but it's delivered.
Yeah. No, I like what I've seen so far of it. I know Prime One have a new 52 Darkseid coming out, but which is a bit bigger. But that's obviously the new 52 design, which I'm not a fan of. I prefer the Sideshow version, and so I've got that. I don't know. It'll turn up in the next month, I guess. But I've got that one on order. So I like what I've seen of it so far. That's good that you've seen one in hand and it turned out okay. I might pop round to my local Zing and see if they've got it.
They had it on the top shelf, and it was like, obviously in its pose, and I just saw it, and I went and like, oh, that looks good. And I had a closer look at it, and it's come out super strong. Like, I would say it's probably one of the stronger pieces they brought out in a long time.
Oh, that's nice. Good, excellent.
It wasn't, because I've seen like some pieces from Sideshow close up in the shelves, and some of them are very like hit or miss. You know what I mean? Like, bits of the paint you can sort of tell has been a bit splodged in parts. But I'm looking up at close at that thing, and the paint was crisp, done beautifully, and the sculpt really, like the paint and the shading and everything just on it was really well done.
Nice.
I don't have any complaints. I have a feeling that it's going to be another good piece added to your collection, I think. Be interesting to see it up against the Thanos. See what you think between the two. That'll be an interesting one to fight.
Yeah.
That would be very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, I won't be getting that Thanos sideshow one. I have the XM one, and that's enough for me. One decent Thanos is enough. I don't want, and again, I've got to think about space and all that kind of stuff, and I don't think I can do two. Not with my space issues, but it would be interesting to see. The piece that, again, coming back to talking about paint apps and that, again, that Captain Marvel piece that people are now getting, that seems to be very well liked, and people seem to have taken to that, and so it, sort of people are talking about that's the best piece that Sideshow have put out this year, which is, again, I'm not getting it, so I'll never have it in hand, but I might get a look at probably Zing again. They'll probably have it here. They'll probably get a reg in at some point, so we might get a look at one on a shelf there somewhere. But yeah, that seems to have come out really, really well. I've watched a couple of reviews. Lou from the US Collectors Chat, he put up a review of it today, and it looks really, really nice. It looks really, really nice. Best piece at Sideshow I've done for a while. Yeah, like I said, I've only seen one dud one, so looks like they've done really well on that. I saw one dud Captain Marvel that someone posted some pictures of, and the paint was all stuffed on it. There was like splotches all on it, and what else was wrong with it? Some of the lines were all bad on it. It was pretty jacked up. It wasn't very good. But that was one out of, I think, a dozen or so that I've sort of seen in pictures or seen in a review that someone's done. So that looks like a winner as well. What did we get? Oh, also, we just today got some pictures of the Dark Phoenix premium format, and someone stuck a little video up of it as well. So it seems like stores are starting to get their allocations of that as well, and that looks okay. I don't think it's, again, a bit like the Red Sonja. It's not as good as the prototype, but it looks okay-ish.
I've seen some photos for that Dark Phoenix, and I actually think it's come out really nice. I think it shits all over the XM one, totally. Especially the portrait.
The portrait, the portrait does. I would like to get the XM one with the Sideshow portrait. You could put, I know it's sort of Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, but you know, if you could get the Sideshow portrait on that XM base,
I did. That would be
that'd be sort of. I did see, where was it? I saw a picture of someone who put a picture up. Maybe it was on one of the forums, and they were talking about doing exactly that. Getting, like, because they had the XM piece, and they're going to get the Sideshow piece, take the body out of the Sideshow, and redo the base on the XM, so they could stick the Sideshow body onto the XM base for the Phoenix. So someone's already out there contemplating it, which, I mean, let's see if it comes to fruition. But anyway, that would be interesting. Yeah, that would be very nice. I haven't got that piece on order yet. It's sort of, even though I've got all these other X-Men pieces, it's like one that I've just. I think again it's the price. I look at the price on it, and it just sort of, is it worth that much? Maybe I'll use some points and try and get the price down. And the other thing about that piece is the ES. It's like the exclusive. There's 2,500 of them out there, which is, everyone and their dog can have one. You have two of them. God, it's such a large ES. That's just the exclusive. That's not the whole run. That's the exclusive. So if they do another 3,000, 4,000 regulars, God, you've got 6,000, 7,000 of those things floating around. It's not going to exactly hold its value in the secondary market, but anyway.
That'll be, I say, interesting. Out of the Sideshow and stuff, I think the Dark Phoenix was an appealing one. What Helmy got, the Red Sun Batman, that turned out all right as well.
Yeah, I like that. I think out of those three that they did, that turned out the best of them, the Batman. I wish there'd been a little bit more. I wish they had not just reused the poses and the bodies of the original Superman and Wonder Woman. They should have redone those from scratch, and I think they would have sold a lot better if they had.
That's it, and that's the thing that baffles me, because you've got the Batman that is a complete redo, like never been done.
That's right; it's completely new.
So, and then you got the half-assed. I was showing that to my dad actually, and he said the same. He's like, the Wonder Woman's a little bit half-assed, and in fact, probably the original's better. So, and same with the Superman as well.
I agree, 100%. Yeah, that's exactly right. That Batman, the Red Sun Batman, looks really nice, but the other two are just, because they've just rehashed the existing sculpts, they just don't cut the mustard. It's a pity as well, because the Batman's really nice, but that's the way things go, isn't it? That sideshow.
That's it. Yeah, they are buggers for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be interesting to see how it turns out this next year with Sideshow, whether the quality control has been improved or it hasn't. It'll be interesting to see either way.
Do you want to just do a very quickly before we sign off? Do you want to do a quick? What are you looking forward to getting in 2017? What have you got on pre-order? What are you looking forward to getting? I'll go first because I've already got it in my head. Okay, so for me, 2017, basically everything in 2017 is stuff that was held over from last year, except for one. Well, it was announced last year. We saw it at Comic-Con, but it wasn't scheduled to come out till this year. That is the Predator Marquette that they showed at Comic-Con. That's one. I've wanted a quarter-scale Predator to go with the Dutch for ages, and I'm going to get that. I've got the Aquaman premium format coming. That should be coming in the next week or so, which should be nice. I think that piece turned out quite nice, and I got that for a half-decent price. I want to get, though I haven't ordered it yet, I want to get that, I think it turned out okay, the Red Sonja premium format from Sideshow to go with the Chronicles Conan on Throne. I want to put those two together, the Red Sonja and the Chronicles Dark Side. And as I was talking about before, I want to finish off the XM Sinister Six lineup. So that's Doc Ock, Electro, and Vulture. And that's it. That's for me. Oh, one other piece I have on order, which I don't know if it'll turn up this year, it might be pushed back to next year, is I have the Hulkbuster, XM Hulkbuster on pre-order. I don't know if you've seen that. That's the one with the Invictus coming out of the Hulkbuster armor. That's looking forward to getting that. Yeah, I have a couple of other pieces on pre-order, but we'll save those for future shows. What about yourself?
Well, pre-order wise from last year, most is done other minus 3A Steel Age Batman. That's supposed to be coming this month sometime, or being released anyway. So I'm really looking forward to that because it's just a unique piece. It's a little bit wacky and out there, and it's it'll definitely stand out in the collection. Then possible pre-orders, probably the Hot Toys Arkham Knight Batman. That one is probably going to go on the pre-order list. Although this year, now just I've had a bit of time to marinate and think about it. That Dark Side premium format's the tempting one to venture into. Like if that comes up for a good price, maybe I might grab that. Because it is, like I said, Sorry?
You don't have the Superman premium format? The one that Sideshow did?
No, I don't actually. No.
You'd have to go and get that.
Unfortunately, not. That is one I would grab. I'm more likely to grab that over the Batman from Sideshow. That's how much I like the Superman.
Yeah, you get that Superman for a good price as well. If you looked around, you get that at a good price, below retail.
Well, yeah, like I say, those two definitely I would get. As far as other pieces, I mean, there's no definites really. I mean, the VTS Furiosa would be pretty good.
Absolutely.
That would be a good one to go with. The Mad Max, that would be nice. And also, if it does come out this year, that's all depending. If it does, the Mezco Batman v Superman Batmobile, that one would be a nice one to get. That's supposedly it's going to have full weathering. It's going to be, I think it's supposed to be remote control or something like that, and it's actually got lights up in there and that. So that would be a nice piece to own. I mean, not that I already have two Batmobiles, so I guess I could probably do without an extra Batmobile, but you know. If the temptation's there, I'd go for it. And I think it's also going to depend with the new like Justice League film and Wonder Woman film and stuff like that, you know, and other stuff like that. That where I go, and also other movies coming out this coming year, and if they have collectibles for them. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting.
Do you know if that company is doing these Fury Road pieces? Are they going to do an Immortan Joe?
There's a good chance that they have. I'm pretty sure people have hinted to it and also said to them that that's what they should do. But people at first weren't sure if they were going to do a Furiosa because they thought a lot of companies would release one really good piece and then they never release another. But they've gone from Wasteland Ranger, and then that's had really, really good feedback. And then not long after now, they've said Furiosa. So people are putting their money down on the idea that there is going to be an Immortan Joe coming out.
I guess if they sell well, they'll keep doing them, won't they? Why not?
If Furiosa sells as well as the Wasteland Ranger has, I have no doubt that they'll do it. And part of me says it's probably already in the pipeline, and a lot of people would buy that. And I definitely, especially if they announce that would be like a deal for some people. You know, like it's like Mad Max, Furiosa, you know, Immortan Joe all together.
Yeah, you'd have to be all.
That'd be good. I mean, they could do what's his face. What's the actor's name who plays as
Nicholas Hoult?
Yes, they could probably do him as well.
Yeah.
He would be a good one. And the nut
jobs,
like all
you just get a body and paint it white. Put a bit of chrome around the lips, and off you go. He's done.
I say, that's it. And you got him. And then you could get like one of Immortan Joe's sons, like the big one, the big buff one.
Yeah. Get the big one. You could do the big one, the small one as a 2-pack.
Yeah.
It'd be nice, if they wanted to keep going. With it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I have a feeling the Immortan Joe's got a good chance of being made. But we'll have to see in the coming months what they decide to do. I think it'll be all down to VTS and how they deal with it, you know. So
absolutely.
But yeah, that's my sort of picks. But like I say, that Dark Side is definitely one that I would consider. I think you're going to be very impressed with that.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's come out okay. Again, like the Captain Marvel and maybe sort of like Dark Phoenix. Looks like it's come out quite well. So I'm looking forward to getting it in and putting it next to the Superman, which would be nice. Getting the Aquaman. Oh, the other one that one more. Last one was the Green Lantern premium form.
Ah,
I don't know whether I haven't got it on order, but that or the Prime 1 version. Have you seen the Prime 1 quarter scale version where he's sort of leaning back and he's got his ring and the constructs coming out of his ring going around his body and form as the base?
I don't think
Looks
I have
really
actually
nice.
seen that one now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Again, it's a new 52 design, but it would fit. It would fit like your classic look of your Justice League. So,
Is that one or is that in their quarter scale range?
It's quarter scale. Yeah, it's quarter scale. So it would fit scale wise, but again, it's a Prime 1. It would probably be $750. So whereas I can get the Sideshow one for a lot less than that. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean the Sideshow one looks nice so far. That would be a nice one to grab, I reckon.
Yes, yeah.
As long as it comes out.
I'd like to finish off that Justice League. You get the Flash, Martian Manhunter. That'd be a nice.
Yeah.
Set
Cyborg.
Yes, yes.
That would be, like I said, they should do that. If they finish lines, people were more likely. Same with Optoid. They got the bastards for starting lines and then canning them midway through, and that. I think that's why they've gone with the Arkham Knight Batman this time, because the first time they did the Arkham City Batman, it looks nice, but the materials they used for the suit was a letdown for people, and it looked horrible when you bent the arms. It had this massive crease in the arm, and people didn't buy, and it didn't sell. And there was supposedly a Joker on the way, and they'd hinted and sent prototype pics out and stuff, hinted,
and
never got made.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if this Arkham Knight one comes out good and it sells, there's a good chance that the line could continue. You hope, but it's all.
You hope.
I mean, like
sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they sell well and they still don't continue the line.
That's it. And the problem is with Optoids is they're too busy bloody
making another Iron Man.
Yeah, pretty much. They're on fucking the Disney hype train. So
yes,
it's either Marvel or Star Wars. You'll get your little bit of DC sprinkled in throughout, but it's primarily those two franchises: the Star Wars and bloody
Iron Man,
Marvel,
Avengers.
You'll have the next Marvel film coming out. You'll have the next fucking Iron Man, the next Ant-Man, the next Captain America, and then you'll have the next Star Wars stuff. And if there's a slight change to bloody Kylo Ren or something,
he's got another scratch on his helmet, so we'll do another version of him. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, so there'll be, as they do over time, just milk it. So
yes.
But for me, luckily, I'm glad I haven't got on the. I mean, I've got a couple Marvel figures here. I've got a couple of Captain Americas, a Wolverine, and a Thor, and I'm good. Those are the ones really.
That's what I'm thinking. So I've got a couple of Wolverines and a couple of Spider-Mans, as you've seen, and a couple of Captain Americas, and it's like, that's enough. I don't need any more. That's
I am a dangerous game to get.
Yes.
You don't get into.
Slippery slope, and it never ends. You're exactly right. Every new movie that comes out, every new iteration, comic iteration, they're going to do another version. And it's like Batman. How many Batmans have Sideshow put out? I think it's like 8 or something. 8 premium formats that they've done already. Batman premium formats. It's ridiculous. And it'll be never ending. They'll keep pumping them out. So it's better just get the ones that you want and then stick with those, and don't get on that gravy train because you'll never get off it. Don't be a completist. You learn that pretty quickly. Don't be a completist.
You don't want to
get trapped on that. So, anyway, we'll have to wrap it up there because I've got to go. And
Well, anyway, it was a good chat this week. We got into the nitty-gritty collectors stuff, and it was good to be back again. 2017, kicking it off strong again, and it was great having you on again, Rob.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Anytime, as long as I can make it.
Problem. Yeah, like I say, it's wouldn't be here without you, Rob. A year now, we've been doing this, probably coming up to very close. to 12 months now, and seem to be going strong so far. So yeah,
always
so
something to talk about. Always something to talk about.
That's it. So I assume these next couple of weeks are going to be very interesting times as well. And probably new announcements will be made every so often, so that'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also plenty of movie stuff to talk about, so that'll be good as well.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. It's
definitely.
Anything movie related tonight? Anyway, we'll save that for next week or next time. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, then, Ryan. I'm going to have to
Right, Rob.
for the night. Thank you again for having me on, and we'll do it again sometime soon, I'm sure. I'll walk you through the week and we'll organise the next go around.
Yeah, sounds good.
You take it easy. Look after yourself and be a good boy. Be a very good boy, Ryan. We'll hear about any nastiness or naughtiness in the media. We don't have any Facebook parties or anything, right? Okay?
We'll try not to.
All right.
Right, yeah.
Have a good one. I'll catch you next time.
Will do. See you then, mate.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.